Coach, we're 1 week into fall ball. Talk about how you feel things have gone the first week with the Wildcats in getting ready for the 2013 season.
Well, I think it's went very well so far, Mike. We've had a good week. The kids put in a lot of good effort, time well spent. The thing we were most gratified with was they came in off the summer in great shape. We did a conditioning test the first night, and tremendous effort and tremendous results from the kids. So we were very, very pleased with that, which got us off to a good start. Got a good group of seniors showing a lot of good leadership, and real pleased with that. And just had a good week, and hopefully we can build off that, use that as a foundation, and continue to get better.
Judging off of what you've seen so far, what do you think will be some strengths?
I really think the strength of our team is our offensive line. I think we have maybe the best offensive line we've had since I've been here. Brent Schlody at left tackle, and Tyler DeWitt and Richard Waymeyer are splitting time at left guard. Austin Hesacker at center, and then Taylor Jensen and again Richard Waymeyer splitting time at right guard, and Abram Walker at right tackle. A lot of experience back there, and yet only the one senior, but still they've played a lot of football, and they're big, strong kids that can run, great feet, and you throw Grant Otten, a big, strong tight end, or Joe Truba, another tight end, big kid, in with that group, and you've got a pretty good offensive line. We're really, really pleased with what they've been able to do so far, and there's some good backups in there too. Brett Bowden has really shown well. Looking forward to what he can do for us. Garrett Bedke has done a nice job. So there's kids in there that have played, and we're real excited about that group.
Other parts offensively, you just talked about the O-line. Sounds like you got a lot of depth there. Is that nice to have? Do you have depth in other positions like that?
I think we have a very good group of wide receivers, and there's several of them. Probably the biggest, the guy who's jumped at us the most in this first week is Cole McDaniel, a kid out of California that has been here this is his third year in the program, and he's a 6'5" kid that's big, strong, athletic receiver. We've always thought he could do what he's doing. He just hadn't always shown it. He's shown it in flashes. He's been very, very consistent all week, and made some tremendous catches. Great route runner, really a nice big target. Of course, Adam Stark is back, and he's got that tremendous track speed. He had hit several home runs last year on long plays for us. The two Mr. Consistencies, of course, are Cody Calhoun and Johnny Saunders, tremendous athletes and great blockers. Tonev Abraham, a junior college transfer who came in a year ago, and stayed, did a year in residence, getting his grades in order. Now he's eligible. A tremendous athlete, great hands. And a couple of freshmen have jumped out right away. Nate Rogers out of South Sioux City, another 6'5" kid that can really jump. It's great hands, has shown well. And Nick Roth, a wide receiver from Millard North. And I know that's kind of a misnomer when you say wide receiver from Millard North, but Fred Petito, I tease him because a good friend of mine, but he's a tremendous receiver that's really done well. So we think we've got a lot of those also. Running back position, Charlie Davidson was the conference newcomer of the year last year, and he's really picked up where he left off and has shown well this spring. A couple of freshmen, incoming freshmen that have really shown well. Alex Klein from California, and then Rashad Trimble from Bellevue East in Omaha. Those two kids have really shown us a lot. So we think we've got some depth at tailback also. Quarterback position, right now it's probably Zach Osborne, redshirt freshman out of Harlan. Has really had a good summer and a good off season of preparation, and has really stepped to the forefront. Of course, Nate Most is in his fourth season, has started several games for us. He continues to do well. The fact that those two were playing so well allowed us to move Brian Kent from Illinois, who also started games for us at quarterback. We've moved him now to safety, and he's doing well there. So gave us a little bit of flexibility in that area. Fullbacks, Chad Cook and Tyler Elgin have done well, and then of course we got Tyler Johnson back from injury last year. He had a season-ending ankle injury. but he's back and healthy. So we've got depth, I think, across the board offensively. See how that plays out. Defensively, of course, led by Jeff Vandentop, a tremendous defensive end out of Boyden Rock Valley, great football player. Eli Vossler is a kid from North Bend that stepped up at defensive end and shown a lot of good things this first week. Dylan Tolbert played a lot last year; he's back. And then Jake Wright, probably the veteran of the group out of North Platte. So those are our defensive ends. The nose guards are young. Tony Bobo, a kid out of Sioux City North, is a very good player. Garrett Anthons from Plattsmouth, who started 10 games for us last year at nose, and then Sean Barker also played a lot for us, a kid out of Largo, Florida. So he's playing well. Linebackers. Nick Monzu is a 2-year starter back at the Mike Backer. Probably the kid that's jumped at us in terms of maybe a little bit of a surprise has been Tyson McGill out of Norfolk High. Is playing the Will Backer, has done a really, really good job this first week, and real pleased with him. Of course, Nate Krupa out of Omaha started for us last year at Will and continues to do well. Transfer kid Jeremy Nelson from Sioux City Heelan has also looked good at inside linebacker. And then the kids that are probably the most fun to watch on our defense are our outside linebackers, a bunch of tall kids that can really run, led by Nathan Scott from Broken Bow, started all the games last year as an outstanding outside linebacker. Zach Bierman, tremendous athlete, very, very fast, 6'4", 200 pounds, and can just literally fly. He's really fun to watch. And then Trevor Meter, a kid out of Lincoln, also a very big, strong, fast kid. Craig Tigas has looked good at outside linebacker as well. There's a little bit of flexibility there. Corners, both starters are back, Ben Roddle and John Davis. John Davis started as a true freshman, continues to prove every day, and very, very pleased with him. Jaron Irby, and then Joey Bierman, a redshirt freshman, Zach's little brother, has also shown well at corner. The safeties, Austin Polmeisel, of course, is a 3-year starter at free safety, an outstanding player. And Chase Samuel has played, and he's back. Of course, we've moved Brian Kent back there, and he's looked good. Got a couple of freshmen there too that have also shown well in Nick DeBoer and Stevie Price. So there's kids, I think, in the mix, and we'll just continue to let it play out. We got 3 weeks yet to our first game, and so there's things that that need to come into fold. But just so far, really pleased with how things are working out.
The Field Turf Project as Memorial Stadium has created a lot of buzz amongst the community, amongst alumni, amongst boosters. Has that buzz carried over as far as the enthusiasm of the players? They looking forward to being on an improved facility?
Absolutely. The kids are like, I look at it like kids peering through the window at Christmas. They just can't wait to get out there. They walk by it all the time. You'll see them standing looking out over the fence and watching the progress of the installers, and it's fun to see. I'm guilty of that myself. I climb up the stadium steps and just sit there like I'm a spectator and look out over the field. It's pretty impressive when you the whole package. They did some work. Mr. Powicki, our director of athletics, had some work done on our stadium, some cosmetic work, which was very, very needed, but they did a great job. It just really dresses the place up. The fencing around the stadium is column and wrought iron, and it's just beautiful. And that with the video board and just the entire package, it just really, really looks classy.
Every game counts, starting with September 7th at Northern State. Talk about the season a little bit. What are some goals and expectations of this group this year?
Well, the goal always is to play a little better. Just get better every day. Our mission here is 2 words: graduate champions, and that's all we talk about is graduating champions. And so the goal is always a championship and the degree, and so that's what we work towards. And we don't get to play down or out of conference or anything and get 2 or 3 warm-up pitches before we have to play. So the first game, as you said, is just as important as the last one. We go to Aberdeen on September 6th to play the 7th. against Northern State, and they're a much improved football team. They had a very good season last year. Tom Dosh has done a great job up there, and they're going to be ready for us. It's an evening game, so people will have all day to get themselves motivated to yell and scream loud for the Wolves up there. So that's going to be a great test for us to get started. But we'll continue to work towards that, and and then the next week we get our home opener against Mary down here, which should be another good test, and then we go to Crookston, so a long trip up to northern Minnesota, and we come home against Duluth, homecoming, of course, on the 28th, and Duluth is Duluth, and so that's our first 4, and I can't think of a better test for our kids. But we really feel like we were 6-5 last year, and we really feel like we didn't do as well as we should have. It was disappointing, quite honest, to be 6-5 with the football team that we had, and so there's a little bit of a maybe a redemption factor there, something that we're looking forward to, and trying to prove that we're better than that, and so that's going to be the motivation. That's going to be the catalyst to hopefully push us over the top.
Last question: what do you want to see from your team from now to getting ready for the season opener?
Well, I mentioned a little earlier, just get better every day. We talk about that every day, all to kids all the time. What did you do to get better today? Just get a little bit better every day in something. I can't expect their best performance every day, but I can expect their best effort. And we want great effort and get better every day at a technique, at a fundamental, at an assignment, at recognition, at whatever. And if they continue to do that, I think we've got good players. I really do, and I'm really, really pleased with my coaching staff. They're well prepared, they're motivated, they're excited, they're good teachers, and that's the most important thing. And I've just been really pleased with this first week, and I'm looking forward to these next 3 and a chance to see our kids out on the field.